Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to install the new Goldstrike Panavista extended convex mirrors to this 2023 manual Honda Goldwing. And these will fit Honda Goldwing's year models 2018 through 2024. I want you to stay tuned to this video, and I'm going to walk you through step by step how to get the Goldstrike Panavista extended convex mirrors installed on the new style Honda Goldwing. So let's get started. Now let's just go over some of the features of these mirrors. It reduces blind spots and offer more rear vision with 5 additional square inches of mirror surface area. Conceal sequential turn signals when not in use. And these mirrors are actually plug and play. I will include in the description of the video where you can pick up these Goldstrike mirrors for your Honda Goldwing. So let's open up the contents and see what actually comes inside of the box. So we're getting the left mirror, right mirror, installation instructions, and quick connectors. If you missed the video on how to install the Panavista mirror without the sequential turn signals, I'm gonna leave a link in this video where you can watch that installation for the mirrors that do not have sequential turn signals. So we're getting the left mirror, the right mirror. There are some connectors, and these are going to wire straight to the Honda Goldwing. The installation instructions. We're getting 2 quick connectors. And we're getting some zip ties. Anytime I install lighted accessory, I always bench test my lighted accessories to verify that they are working. So to test the lights, I'm going to take a 12-volt DC battery. White is ground, red is positive. Put my white to the negative, and I just want to verify that the lights actually work. I'm gonna do the same to the other side. White is ground, red is positive. So the lighted mirrors are working. Keep in mind that if you are installing the non-lighted mirrors, you do not have to take the mirrors off of the bike. If you are installing the lighted mirrors, you must remove the side mirrors from the Honda Goldwing. In this portion of the video, I'm gonna show you how to remove the mirrors from the Honda Goldwing, and this is going to apply to both sides, the right and the left. But I'm gonna show you how easy it will be to take these mirrors off. Before you take the mirrors off of the bike, we need to take the mirror out of its housing before I can remove the actual mirror. So to take the mirror out of the housing, I'm going to push forward. I'm gonna pull up on the mirror to release the tabs. I'm gonna readjust the mirror. And now I have to take the tabs from the top and release them. So to release them, I pulled out to release the bottom, and now I'm going to push down. So as you can see, you have two spots on the bottom to grab the tabs, and then you have those two hooks on the top. So you're going to pull out to release the bottom tabs, and then push down to release the top tabs. And you can do the same on the right and the left side. So looking underneath the mirror, before I can take the mirror off of the bike, I have to take off this plastic cover. You have a 5mm Allen here on the bottom. I'm going to take my 5mm Allen and take off this bottom screw. And this screw must come out before I can take off the plastic cover. Take off that screw. So to release the plastic tab, I'm gonna push forward on the mirror, and then I'm gonna push down on the cover, and it comes right out. So you have a tab here on the top and on the bottom. Release those tabs, and the black cover comes right off. Next, I need to take those two 8mm bolts to remove the mirror. So I'm gonna take out these two bolts. Make sure you place something down in this hole, like a rag, to keep the bolts from falling down in the bike. So I'm gonna take a rag and just stuff it. So I placed the rag in that hole. Next, I'm going to take my 8mm and I'm going to take out those two bolts. And you want to be careful not to drop those bolts down inside of that hole. So there's one. And this will be the second bolt. There is the second bolt. So next we need to pull the rubber boot out. I need to disconnect the mirror. I'm going to lift up on this tab. You can take a little flat screwdriver. Push it closed, lift up on the tab to release the connector. So you have a little connector there. Just push up on the connector to release the tab. So to disassemble the mirror, we have a push pin that needs to come out. Push in. Take out that black push pin. We have two Phillips screws that need to be removed. There's one. There's two. Next, we can take off the plastic housing. That snaps out. That's the only thing that held it, those two Phillips screws and the plastic push pin. So we have the left mirror that we need to get assembled, but first we must run the wiring. I need to run the wires from the mirror through the housing before I can snap the housing back onto the bike. So I ran the wiring through. This end would plug into the bike, and these connectors would plug into the mirrors. So before I put on my connectors, I'm going to take off this top Phillips screw. That way I can get behind with my wiring. I'm going to squeeze it behind that mount. That way I can have room to pull the wire. Now I can put back my Phillips screw. So now that I have the Phillips screw put back through, so I'm going to route my wiring through. Pull slack. I'm coming across the top, feed it across the top, and I'm gonna come in off of the side. So I'm going to snap the housing back on to the side mirror, coming off of the right side of the right mirror. About that much slack in between the mirror and the mirror housing. Want to make sure you have a little bit of slack. Put back my second Phillips screw. Put back my push pin. Snap it back in. I'm just going to hook the top for now. So I'm going to press on the mirror adjustment. Coming off of the right side. Snap in the top. Once I get it onto the bike, I'll press it down to snap the mirror into place. On the wiring, white is negative, red is positive. So on the bike, the red is going to connect to the blue, and the white is going to connect to the green. The connector that normally plugs into the bike, we're going to take the mirror connector, plug it into the bike. So power is going to come in from the bike to this connector. It's going to come out of these connectors into the mirror. So green is going to be your ground, blue is going to be your positive. So we're going to take the connector, and I'm going to take my ground, which would be white, and it's going to plug on the left side of this connector. I put a little black mark with a marker just to let me know that I'm on the ground side. So we're gonna take the connector, push it in on the ground side. Red is gonna be on your positive. So next we can take the connector and plug it in like so, while this end plugs into the bike. So red is going to go to the blue for the positive, white is going to go to the green for the negative. Before I snap the mirror back to the mirror housing, I'm going to put the mirror back on the bike first. So I'm going to let the mirror rest into the housing. I'm going to plug in my connector to verify that I have it connected properly. I'm going to turn on the ignition. And I just want to verify that it's working before I put everything back together. Now that I've verified that everything is working, I'm going to push the connector back inside of the rubber boot and reattach the mirror. Next, I can bolt the mirror back up to the Honda Goldwing. Tighten back down the two 8mm bolts. So next I got the mirror pushed into the slots. I'm gonna press in on the top, snap them into place. And when you adjust the mirror, you want to adjust the mirror with two hands. And we'll get the mirrors adjusted when we get everything put back together. To put back the plastic housing, snap it back into place and put back the 5mm bolt on the bottom. Attach the 5mm bolt. The only thing remains is to adjust the side mirrors to make sure that we have the proper viewing angles. This will complete my video on how to install the Goldstrike Panavista extended convex mirrors for this 2023 manual Honda Goldwing. If you have any questions or comments, put it down in the comment section below. Also check the description of the video. I'm going to include the link where you can pick up the mirrors for your Honda Goldwing. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you a little bit later out here in the Caliente garage.